Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to this week's video. I have a new lamp. Hopefully this is not as yucky. Hopefully. So as you can see from the title of this video, this week we have Ferris Wheel Press. In my last video on Ferris Wheel, I mentioned that I didn't know if the FerriTales collection would continue with Alice. It is in fact done, so that means I can try and do that fun idea where I basically do an illustration with all of the inks from Alice. And so this one we have with Sleeping Beauty, and this one is their New Year's ink, so like the Lunar Chinese Year. They look very nice, but before we continue the normal spiel, Ferris Wheel Press, it's not sponsoring this video. I am part of their ambassador program, but they do not pay me to make these videos. All opinions are my own, and you do get a discount code that you can use to save 10% off on their website, which is Pia Ibisco Art. We can start with the Lapis Lullabies. They are doing FerriTales, but each installation is a different FerriTale. I already know which is the next one, but I'm not sure if they have announced it, so I'm going to keep it a secret for now. It's very shiny, so as usual my camera hates to like connect to it. Like you can see my hand there. It says, "Hush now, close your eyes and lie in the embrace of bed of roses. Surrender to the soft lulls of slumber and wade through the wonders oases of your imagination, awaiting a stroke of inspiration to break your enchanting spell." Then we have the usual blurb of FerriTales. And then in terms of information, this is super difficult to film. It's a blue hue base, the sheen is red, and the shimmer is champagne with shading low. From what I've seen, it is quite similar to the Tears of Sapphire, but I do have that ink and that swatch, so we might compare because I believe it's quite similar, like grabbing the Tears of Sapphire here. The only difference is that the shimmer is silver. So let's see if that makes a lot of difference, or if the ink is even any different. So let's see how different these look, and we can compare them straight away. So we have the box. Let's start by opening the box. Let me just show you. My phone captures it quite better. But still you can see it's really shiny. But you can see all the details in the box. You can see like the bed with all the roses in the garden. So the box is quite beautiful as always. It's very moody and garden and just like roses all around. So very Sleeping Beauty appropriate. Okay. I do see the glitter. There it is. You can see it. Ooh. You can see it a little bit. So I am going to just let it sit like this, and hopefully let's see how it looks in a few seconds. In the meantime, we can start opening basically the purple Jade Rabbit. So looking at the box, it is quite a beautiful design. I absolutely love purple and lavender. They are my favorite colors at the moment, and you have some very nice details all around the box. You have so many nice details. The foil works beautifully in the pots, in the brushes, the clouds. The bunnies look adorable. And you have the little door. You see a little bunny staring at the moon. And it's a sparkling ink. The box says, together with Fête Chinoise, I completely said that wrong. Celebrate the tradition of lunar zodiac with the rabbit in a luminous purple tone. I really enjoy like Chinese New Year, especially if you like watched a Fruits Basket. The bunny character is really nice. Though my favorite is Q, so the cat, basically. Let me look at the blurb if it says anything, because I did forgot to say that for Once Upon a Time, which is the like first name of the Lapis Lullabies here on their website, says that in the box we should find a cat. And I'm trying to find... Oh, here it is! Look at the little guy. This is a cat here. Sleeping. Okay, let's try and turn it, by the way. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. It's so fine, it just instantly goes away, but here is all the glitter. Super pretty so far. In terms of the purple Jade Rabbit ink, on their website, silver shimmer, and the characteristics are delicate, celestial, and ethereal, so right up my alley. So I'm quite curious to see how this looks. Let's open it on up. Ooh, the bottle is beautiful. Just look at that. Oh, the bottle is absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at all the glitter. Okay, this looks cooler in the camera, I think. Like in tone. Let me shake it up. Ooh, oh, this is pretty. Yeah, especially on my phone, it looks very cool. Let me try and change the white balance. Yeah, the glitter is very much there, which is nice to see. Sometimes the glitter is a little shy. Oh, you can see it shimmer and move. This is a beautiful ink just in a bottle. But yeah, it looks very much cooler in camera. In person, it's very much purple. Here it looks, especially on my phone, it looks very blue. But in person, it's a very, very purple. Unfortunately, in camera, it's not really picking it up, but you can definitely see. Look at the swirls. Oh, that is just something. Okay, I'm having a lot of fun with just this portion. Ooh, it's so pretty. They sometimes do illustrations on the bottle, but I think this is definitely my favorite. Especially, I mean, I love bunnies and the moon and clouds, so all about this I love. And just look at it. That is stunning. Okay. Enough fangirling. I'm going to grab my sketchbook and we can start swatching these two. Note before we head on to the swatching, I have some new charms that are on pre-order until the 21st of January, so check those out if you want. So if you're interested in any of these new charms or anything on my store, link is in the description down below as always. Enjoy the footage of the ink in the sun and let's carry on the video. Do you like my new jars? They are from a candle, but they were too cute not to turn into watercolor jars. So we have two water jars to make sure we don't contaminate the inks with just the light hues, and two brushes. And this is my usual sketchbook. A friend of mine made this. I don't really know which paper is in here, but I absolutely love it for swatching inks, so I use it for pretty much... I've been using it for swatching all the inks lately. So this is the Steers Sapphire, for example. So we can definitely compare the blues to see how different they are. So let's start with the Jade. Why not? The purple Jade Rabbit. I cannot speak. Okay, so let's get it open. And I shook it quite well to make sure I got some sparkle. Ooh, it's so soft. Ooh, it's a really soft color. It's definitely like a lavender color. It's so pretty. I'm sorry, I'm quiet, but this color is just super pretty. So, ooh, and the sparkle is quite noticeable, which is very, very nice. Sometimes in lighter tones, it's not as easy to see the sparkle, but in this one, it's quite present, which is nice. So I'm just doing a very light one. I don't think we will have any shading or separation because this is such a light tone. I don't really see it having that property, at least from this little bit. I do see a tiny bit of hint of blue over there. Right there you can see a tiny bit of blue. So maybe we can get some blue separation out of this, but it's such a small amount that I'm not sure. Far, very nice, very subtle and very light, which I'm not mad about. I quite enjoy. And they barely contaminated the water, which is nice. It's because I assume the blue, the Lullabies, is definitely going to stain the water. Their blues are usually quite staining, and their blues tend to lift a lot. Like they tend to be very potent, so that means they lift a lot easily when you use it in illustrations. I know when I'm using a blue, it has to be the last color to go on, otherwise it just, if I touch it with a wet brush, it's like gone. Let's open this guy up. It's really on there. Okay, let's see. Oops, I dropped some blue on the jade. Very deep blue. It's a very nice and rich blue. If I'm a bit too more quiet, just because I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, but I think it is different from the Lapis, the Tears of Sapphire. It's a more, how do I describe it? We'll do a swatch next to the Sapphire so we can check it, but I think it's just a more darker blue. I think that's the biggest difference. The shimmer is there very beautifully as always. It's super nice. Let me try and just drop a little bit here. It's really nice. It's nice to see that the shimmer is quite active. There were some inks previously that the shimmer was very shy until I went to the sun, and then that's where it showed its true potential, but it's nice to see that these ones are all very much present. So just doing a very watered based here and just dropping. Ooh, look at it go. Ooh, these flow. Ooh, that flows very nice. Oh, that's so nice. I'm just gonna leave that. That is going to do its thing. So that is how it's looking. This is going to be very nice to see when it's dry, this guy here. Nice and dark blue with the potential to be lighter. I'm just going to let this dry. This looks like a lovely combination to make a very nice and soft illustration, just like the purples being the shading and then the blue, the line art. I think this is going to be a very nice and soft illustration. I cannot wait to see what I come up with because I'm quite excited to try and use these. The shimmer is really nice so far. It is doing a little bit of separation. This little corner here wants to have a little bit of a green, and this definitely has a lot of green. Let me show you. Some green peeking through right over there, like right over here. If it wants to focus, it has some green. So that is very nice. All of this whole row, it's beautiful, and then you see some green over here. So that is quite lovely. Before we go, I do want to do the writing test because I keep forgetting to do those. And I know it's something that really helps you guys, and I always forget to do those. So grabbing my dip pen, my glass dip pen. Love this thing to death. So let's start with the, I don't know if I should write on the same page, maybe. I think I have space. So let's start with the purple rabbit. Why purple Jade Rabbit? Why can I not seem to memorize this name? We have the box here so I can see the name while I write it. Fill it up. Okay, maybe in this little corner. Oh, my nib is broken. Oh, darn. Didn't notice that. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it's chipped. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, it's chipped. I can no longer use it. Oh, darn. That's sad. I didn't notice that. When has this happened? It's super small chip, but it means that it's sharp as it goes. Oh, that's sad. Okay, I guess I'll try and use this. I have this nib here. Hopefully this one will do. So... No, come on, man. I don't want to fill the pen just for this test. Am I going to have to do that? I don't want to do that. Luckily, a friend of mine actually gave me some of her nibs recently, so that's lucky because I honestly don't know what mine are. So let's see, the one I first tried is hers as well, so I have to reshake the bottle. Now let's see how this goes now. Let's hope this one works. Because I don't have any more and I really don't feel like just filling a pen for this. Okay. Okay, we're talking, haha. Okay, the tea was running out of ink. All right. I think you can definitely see the ink, the glitter, which is nice. Do the Lapis Lullabies. Dip it in. Ooh, it's very nice to write with. No, I just needed one dip, basically. I think maybe it's the way I was writing. I was pressing a lot harder with the purple ink, so maybe that's why. Yeah, it's holding on. Whoa, hold on a lot. Quite impressive. Those are the writing tests. I'll show you in the sun so you can try and see if the glitter shows a lot or not. In the purple, I think it shows, especially the purple. It has a lot of glitter, and in the lapis, I think so as well. The inks are all dry, and they definitely look very, very nice. The jade has some blue hues, which is very nice to see, and the lapis definitely has some green hues. Now, just looking at them, you can definitely see they are a different type of ink, but I just want to swatch them next to each other so we can have a better look. But this one is definitely a bit different. It has a more green to it, so this one is like straight up blue. How did I make that? How did this happen? And this one, it definitely has a bit more green. So let me just do, just out of curiosity and just establishing stuff. Let me just do a quick swatch right next to the sapphire, but it's definitely different. This one is just straight out of the bottle. There. With watered down. Okay, and then just like even more water down. There. I can already tell a bit of a difference. Oh, when it's wet, it's more blue than this one, and then when this one, at least in the other page, when it dries, it's much more greenish. So I'm going to wait and see how this dries. But yeah, I have some differences, especially in the hue, so not sure which one I like the most, to be honest. I do enjoy the green tones that can come up with this one. Actually, I'm going to take advantage of this square and do the same thing we did on the other page. Just like a rectangle of water and just let it flow. Because that did beautiful things and I want to do it again. And I'm not even going to bother to shake it because it's fine if there are not a lot of glitters. Ooh. Just look at that. It's so pretty. It flows beautifully. It just like wants to travel across the page. That is gorgeous. Okay, I definitely want to try and use this technique in the illustration for this ink. Because that is really, really nice. So I definitely need to think about stuff. Just look at how pretty that is. Yeah, this is how it's looking. The video, I think so far, it is quite large, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be making the demo illustration here or not. But I definitely want to try it out, and do let me know if you do want me to do the video where I just take all of the FerriTales from Alice and I do a full illustration with it. This is it for this collection so far. So far, very, very nice, and I will definitely end the video with clips of the inks on the sun. They change a lot on the sun, plus I'm in a dark room just filled with artificial lighting, so that changes a lot how the inks show, and I will show you everything in a better lighting. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun, especially doing this comparison. Oh, look, green. This ink. Okay, this ink has lots of potential in this form. Definitely, I will definitely use it in this form. It's gorgeous. Do let me know which of these two inks is your favorite. Even though I am a sucker for lavender, the Lapis is doing things that make it quite interesting. So aesthetically, I love the purple. It's just so soft and pretty and just like it said, dreamy, celestial, ethereal. I can just see like a full gown to a goddess being made with this. But the Lapis Lullabies, it's very nice and it's actually a quite complex ink, more than I was expecting, so I'm quite pleased with that. And even though I was a bit reluctant, even because we had just a very, in theory, similar blue, it's nice to see that it wants to be more than just a cousin to the Tears of Sapphire. It's very nice to see that there is individuality in this ink. Don't forget that you can use my code BIAHIBISCUART to save 10% off your next Ferris Wheel Press purchase, while also supporting my creative journey. Do let me know which ink is your favorite. I love seeing your opinions on the comments. It's very nice. Thank you so much for watching as always. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, leave the comment. Let me know which ink is your favorite. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!